Sunrise on the Reaping is finally here, and it's taking us back to Panem for a story that's even darker than we imagined. This isn't just another Hunger Games. This is the story that created the Haymitch Abernathy we know, the broken, cynical victor who mentored Katniss and Peeta. Let's dive into the full story breakdown of the 50th Hunger Games, the Second Quarter Quell. The story kicks off 24 years before Katniss Everdeen ever volunteered as tribute. The districts are living under the Capitol's thumb, crushed by decades of fear since the first rebellion. The memory of war is still fresh enough to keep any serious thoughts of another uprising at bay. Panem is a pressure cooker, and the Capitol is about to turn up the heat. The announcement of the Second Quarter Quell sends a wave of terror through the districts. President Snow, ever the master of cruel spectacle, reveals the twist. This year, each district won't send to tributes. They'll send for double the children, double the fear, double the bloodshed. 48 tributes will enter the arena, but only one will come out. In District 12, the Reaping is a tense, silent affair. The community is already on edge, and the new rule makes it unbearable. When the names are called, a 16-year-old Haymitch Abernathy is chosen. There's no dramatic volunteer moment, just the grim acceptance of his fate. Alongside him are 3 other terrified teenagers from his district, including a girl named Maysilee Donner. Her name might sound familiar, and for a good reason. She's the original owner of the Mockingjay pin. This detail immediately connects Haymitch Games to Katniss's future, weaving a thread of rebellion through the decades. Haymitch and his fellow tributes are whisked away to the capital, a city gleaming with excess and indifference to their suffering. Unlike the charming Peeta or the fierce Katniss, Haymitch quickly realizes that playing for the cameras won't be enough. He's not a natural charmer, and with 47 other tributes, just being likable won't get you sponsors or safety. He's observant and cynical from the start. He sees the games for what they are, a rigged system designed to break people. His survival, he decides, won't depend on charm, but on pure, cold strategy. The training center is a chaotic bloodbath waiting to happen. With twice the number of tributes, the space is crowded and tense. Alliances form not out of friendship, but out of sheer desperation. The career tributes from Districts 1, 2, and 4 are more formidable than ever, a massive pack that plans to dominate the games from the very beginning. Haymitch keeps a low profile, watching everyone, analyzing their skills and weaknesses. He understands that in an arena with 47 enemies, information is his greatest weapon. He forms a fragile alliance with Maysilee Donner. They're from the same district. They understand the same poverty and desperation, and they know that 2 people from 12 have a slightly better chance of surviving than 1. It's a pragmatic partnership, born from the shared certainty that they are completely on their own. When the games begin, the tributes are dropped into an arena that is deceptively beautiful. It's a lush, vibrant valley, filled with stunning landscapes, colorful flowers, and sparkling streams. But this paradise is a facade. Every beautiful element is a potential weapon. The crystal clear water is poisonous. The beautiful birds are genetically engineered killers that mimic human screams, and the sweet-smelling flowers release deadly toxins. The game makers designed this arena to be the ultimate trap, a place where nature itself is the enemy. It's a psychological nightmare, where trusting your instincts can get you killed. Haymitch and Maysilee navigate this beautiful hellscape with caution. They don't rush for the cornucopia. Instead, they flee into the wilderness, knowing the initial bloodbath is a death sentence for anyone but the careers. Haymitch's intelligence shines here. He's not the strongest or the fastest, but he is the smartest. He observes. He learns the arena's rules. He watches other tributes fall for the Capitol's tricks and catalogs every trap. While others are fighting each other, Haymitch is fighting the arena itself. He figures out which water sources are safe, which plants to avoid, and how to use the terrain to his advantage. There are brutal encounters. The career pack hunts them relentlessly. Haymitch and Maysilee use their wits to set traps and lead their pursuers into the arena's natural hazards. But their alliance is tested. They know that ultimately, only one of them can survive. The partnership frays as the number of tributes dwindles. In a heart-wrenching moment, they decide to split up. They've reached a point where their shared goal of survival has turned them into direct competitors. It's a painful but necessary decision, and shortly after they part ways, Maysilee is killed by the Capitol's mutations. Haymitch holds her as she dies, a moment that hardens his heart forever. He didn't just lose an ally, he lost the only person in that arena he had a real connection with. Now completely alone and fueled by grief and rage, Haymitch has his game-changing revelation. Near the edge of the arena, he discovers a cliff with a strange, shimmering force field. He realizes it's the boundary of the arena. Anything thrown at it bounces back with equal force. This isn't just a wall, it's a weapon. He understands that the capital, in its arrogance, has created a flaw in its own perfect killing machine. This is his chance, not just to survive, but to defy them. The finale comes down to Haymitch and a female tribute from District 1, one of the last remaining careers. She's stronger, better trained, and has him cornered at the edge of the cliff. She throws her axe at him, a killing blow he can't possibly dodge. But Haymitch doesn't try to dodge. He ducks. The axe flies past him, slams into the force field, and ricochets back, embedding itself in the career tribute's head. She dies instantly. Haymitch Abernathy is the victor of the 50th Hunger Games, but his victory isn't celebrated by the capital. It's seen as an act of defiance. He didn't win by their rules. He didn't outfight his opponent. He outsmarted the game makers. He used their own arena, their own technology against them. He made them look like fools on their own broadcast. The humiliation is immense, and the capital does not forgive. The aftermath is swift and brutal. Haymitch returns to District 12 not as a celebrated hero, but as a marked man. He may have won the games, but his war with the capital has just begun. To punish him for his defiance, to make an example of him, President Snow orders the execution of Haymitch's mother, his younger brother, and his girlfriend. They are all killed within weeks of his return. The message is clear: you can win the Hunger Games, but you will never beat the capital. They can take everything from you. This is the event that shatters Haymitch. He is left with nothing but his victory, his wealth, and the ghosts of everyone he ever loved. The capital's cruelty turns him into the man we meet in Catching Fire and Mockingjay. He drowns his trauma in alcohol, pushing everyone away because he knows that anyone he cares about becomes a target. His cynicism isn't just a personality trait, it's a survival mechanism forged in unimaginable loss. His quiet acts of rebellion, his mentorship of Katniss, his role in the Second Rebellion, it all stems from this moment. He's been waiting for a chance to strike back at the capital for 24 years, for a spark to light the fire. And that spark, as we know, is the girl on fire. Sunrise on the Reaping is more than just another prequel. It's the tragic origin story of one of the series' most complex characters. It paints a devastating picture of the capital's cruelty and explains the deep-seated trauma that drives Haymitch Abernathy. His victory wasn't a triumph. It was the beginning of a life sentence. What do you think of Haymitch's story? Does it change how you see his character throughout the original trilogy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe for more content on the Hunger Games universe. See you next time.